Tomorrow, student move-in at UMass Amherst will look a whole lot different than in years past. The school is strictly limiting students on campus to only those whose classes require in-person instruction. Many other students making the decision to live off campus, but close to the town of Amherst to complete their remote coursework. Western Mass News reporter Audrey Russo joins us now more with this story. Audrey.
UMass officials telling us this afternoon they're expecting about 200 students to move on campus beginning tomorrow through Sunday. They've released an instructional video for students, and from the looks of it, the move-in process is going to be fairly quick. They're only going to have 2 hours to move everything in. Now, the Amherst Town Councilor who I spoke with says her focus and concern is more on the students who are going to be completing remote coursework off campus, but still living in or near the town.
I wanted to make sure I was in a position where I knew I would be safe, as well as a position where I could keep the people around me safe.
Gabriella Grondoleski will be starting her senior year at UMass Amherst remotely. She's moving in with a family member who lives in Western Mass. Grondoleski made the decision to complete her remote coursework close to the school in case the COVID-19 pandemic improves and she's allowed to return to campus in any capacity. Until then, she says her classmates have talked about engaging with their college town in a safe, socially distanced way.
They're still planning on getting takeout and such and bringing it home, but they're not planning on having gatherings with friends.
A lot of people who go downtown say, yeah, no, they're wearing masks.
Western Mass News spoke over the phone with Dorothy Pam, an Amherst Town Council member. She says they're considering a bylaw that would limit the size of gatherings in the town beyond the governor's order of 8 people per 1,000 square feet. Pam says one thing that's holding up the decision, the uncertainty of whether remote UMass students will still choose to live off campus in the town.
Not knowing whether or not we're going to get a large influx is, I believe, part of the problem.
As they consider their decision, Pam says they want to send a message to students that they're still welcome in Amherst, provided they follow mask orders and social distancing.
So there is hoping that young people, particularly college students, will be interested in working at the polls, and it's another example of how Amherst is a college town, and Amherst depends upon, relies upon, and looks forward to its students.
Now, this year, all UMass Amherst students must get a COVID-19 test at the Mullins Center before they check into their residence halls. They're asked to arrive at the Mullins Center 30 minutes before their scheduled move-in time. Reporting live, Audrey Russo for Western Mass News.